Check, 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 check. Check sound, check sound. Okay. Today I want to give a quick tutorial, a quick tips of how you gonna improve your Monster Hunter Wilds graphics. Okay, the first thing you want to do is to install this mode by Ton Wunton on Nexus modes. Okay, this mode gonna let you change a game effect, like a settings that by default it's blocked by the game, so you cannot change those graphical settings, which is TAA, color correction, lens distortion, blah blah blah, etc etc. Okay, maybe before that I'm gonna show you how the game looks like with all the settings. This is how the game looks like on vanilla. Wait a minute, let me show you how my settings. So I'm using a ray tracing high, all highest. This sum is high because high is the highest value. But for the blur, motion blur, fake net, and depth of field, I turn it off because it's my goals to disable the post process. Okay, let me show you the in-game presentation. Also, why I'm choosing AMD FSR over DLSS is because after comparing like both technology, somehow FSR is more stable, it's less stuttery and it's give me more like stable FPS, even though for the DLSS I already upgrade the version to DLSS4. Also because the mode is conflicted with the frame generation on DLSS4, so yeah, I think that's also why I'm choosing FSR over DLSS. Okay, let me show you. This is how the game looks like in vanilla with AMD FSR native. Okay, see the frame time is pretty smooth, pretty stable, almost like a line. Okay, no jittery. But if I change, wait a minute, to the DLSS, see, I also already installed a mod to bridge the DLSS version, so the game can read my modded my DLSS lib file. DLSS 310.2.1. Okay, let's set it to enable. See, it performed a lot worse. I only got around 42, 41 with the same settings. We only change the upscaling method. We still use the frame gen, and we use native AA. Meanwhile, when we are still using AMD FSR3, we got over 80 FPS, 80 to 70 maybe. See, okay. Now let's switch back to FSR. Native frame gen. We got 80 FPS. I don't know, maybe it's just my game bug and cannot utilize the frame gen or whatever, but even though it can utilize the frame gen, it's gonna feel more stuttery and jittery in the frame time. Okay, now let's compare the game in the stock looks. See, let's look like this, and let's try to disable all the post-processing. Boom! Now the game looks so much better. Actually, you only need to disable the volumetric fog to see the major changes, because for me volumetric fog is ugly AF, you know. It's fill the atmosphere with this foggy stuff, and it's gonna prevent you to see the detail on the distance. Though it's give a nuance in atmosphere, but I don't know. I myself prefer to disable the volumetric fog. Even in Monster Hunter Wilds, where they actually open the setting for us to disable the volumetric fog completely, a lot of people also like recommend to disable this particular settings, you know. Let's disable all those effects. We don't need PAA since we already use FSR native for the anti-aliasing. Now, for the color correction and local exposure, I recommend you to leave it be, because for this particular setting, it's gonna affect in the dark scene, like dark area. It's gonna crush the black level if you untick these two settings. But for this color correction, if you are using like HDR screen, it's gonna like disable the HDR maybe. So you need to leave the color correction on HDR. So I haven't tested it on SDR, but I think it will be better to leave the color correction. Now let me show you why I recommend to leave the, let's go to this ICP. See, we are on a dark area looking into the outside where it's pretty much bright. If we disable, wait a minute, nah, still look alright, but maybe it's only a bug with DLSS. It's actually alright with the local exposure disabled. Okay. It's up to you lah. You can experiment for these two settings, but for now I'm gonna leave it to be enabled. Yeah, I think that's it for this video. Maybe for the mod installation. To install this mode, you need two files, which is essential. The first is ref framework, the second is this fluffy mod manager. The installation is pretty straightforward. You only need to download this WOLED file and you can put it anywhere, and you need to like specify the game installation, and it's gonna create a folder for those game, and then you can put this two file ref framework and let me just show you. Okay, program mode, floppy games. After you specify the game director, the mod manager gonna create this folder, and then you can put your mod here, and then you can just enable and streamline your mod installation on this fluff mod manager. I think that's if you successfully install your mod, you're gonna be able to open this ref framework overlay with, I think, insert key shortcut, yeah. And then you just need to go to this script generated UI, post processing setting. Yeah, I think that's okay. That's enough for the video. See you again in the next tips, next video.